Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 12. In this video, we are going to see the lesson Asexual and Sexual Reproduction in Plants. Dear students, last video class we have seen what are the different types of zoophily. What is zoophily? Pollination by animals is called zoophily. Some insects, bat, snail, birds and ants are pollinating the flowers by transferring the pollen grains from the flower to the stigma of the another flower. That type of pollination is called zoophily. Out of this, insect pollination is best adapted for angiospermic plant. And not only that, we have seen what are the characteristic feature of ornithophily flowers, that is pollination by birds. Then pollination by bat is also we have seen, that is Chiropterophily. For example, Adansonia digitata. Next one, Malcolophily, that is pollination by slugs and snail. Then Entomophily, pollination by insects, and also characteristic feature of entomophilous flowers. Dear students, today we are going to see the different pollination mechanism which is seen in the different flowers. How the insects, that means bees, butterfly and beetles, which are transferring the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. That is said to be pollination mechanism in different plants. Dear students, this is the pollination in flowering plants. Pollination by beetles, pollination by butterfly and pollination by honeybees. So these insects which are doing cross pollination by different mode of mechanism. One of the plant is called salvia, which are showing the lever mechanism. Dear students, this is the salvia flower, which are showing the lever mechanism. Next one, pollination by butterflies and bees. So this type of pollination is shown in Calotropis, that is Ericambo. The mechanism is said to be translator mechanism. Translator mechanism. Dear students, this diagram which are showing trap mechanism in plant Aristolochia. So these are all the different mechanism which are doing the pollination process and also adapted mode of flower arrangement. Then how insects which are transferring the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. So that and all we are going to see in this video. Dear students, this is the diagram which are showing pollination by snails and slugs. This type of pollination is said to be Malacophily. We have seen in the previous video class. This is the another diagram showing the pollination process by honeybees. That is said to be entomophily. Dear students, this is the another diagram which are showing pollination by bat, that is Chiroptera phylli. Bat is a nocturnal animal which are searching food material at night. So this bat also transferring the pollen grains from one flower to another flower of the same species. So this type of pollination is also showing the cross pollination in angiospermic plant. Dear students, now we are going to start the pollination mechanism in salvia. Salvia showing the lever mechanism process. In salvia plant, pollination is taken place by honeybee. The salvia flower is named as protandrous. Protandrous, that means what is that one? The maturation of androecium is earlier than the gynoecium. That means what is that one? Stigma. That is said to be protandrous type of flower. The corolla, which is bilabiate. Bilabiate means it look like only two petal. The two petal which is also look like in the form of upper one petal and the lower one petal. It's look like in a form of a trap with two stamens. Only two stamens is there. So this adaptive character of flower is also related to the pollination by insects. So that the salvia plant which are showing lever mechanism, the two stamens having the anther which has the upper one is there, that is upper stamen. They are having two stamens. Each stamen which are having the two lobes. The upper lobe which is fertile and the lower lobe is sterile. That means they do not take part in the reproduction. Both of them which are connected by a long connective tissue. At the same time, they are freely swinging in the air. So the salvia plant which are having two stamens, each stamen which are having the two lobes. Upper anther one is the fertile lobe and the lower one is the sterile. Both of them connected by a long connective tube so that anthers are swinging freely in the air. Dear students, see the salvia flower. This is said to be bilabiate flower. The protandrous, that is what will happen? The androecium is matured, then the stigma. At the tip they are having the two stamens. The upper lobe is fertile lobe and the lower one is the sterile. Both of them connected by a connective tissue. See the diagram. That is two stamen is there with the two lobes, upper lobe and lower lobes. And the bees are enter into the lower lip of the salvia. The upper fertile lobe which are having the anthers are rubbed into the back of the bees. Now the pollen grains are dropped at the back of the bees. Once the bees sucked the honey from the flower and then it is enter into the another flower. At that time, the pollen grains which is rubbed into the back of the bees, which dropped into the stigma of a flower. Thus pollination is taken place by bees in salvia plant. So this mechanism is looked like in the form of lever. This mechanism is named as lever mechanism. When the honeybee visits a flower, it sits on the lower lips. The lower lips act as a platform of a bee. Once it enters into the flower and sucks the nectar by pushing the head into the corolla of a lower lip. During the entry of the flower, the body strikes against the sterile end of the connective because this is the upper lobe. The striking of the sterile end of the connective tissue make the fertile lobes to descend the pollen grains and strike the back of the bee. Once the pollen gets deposited on the back of the bee, it visits to the another flower. The pollen gets once again rubbed against the stigma and the pollination has taken place in salvia. So that's why I explained it with the help of the diagram is given here. Some other pollination mechanism is also found in some plants. That is trap mechanism in Aristolochia, pitfall mechanism in arum, clip or translator mechanism in Asclepiadaceae, and piston mechanism in Papironaceae. Dear students, see the diagram. There is the bilabiate salvia flower. The anther is protandrous, that is, it is matured earlier than the stigma. They are having the long pistil, that is gynoecium, inside the upper corolla, lip. The anther which are having the two lobes. Upper lobe is fertile and the lower one is the sterile. Once the bee which are enter into the salvia flower through the lower lip to make a platform, at the time the body of the bee is struck by the lower lip which is sterile, which makes the upper lobe which are having the fertile one, make the stamen, that is pollen grains, to fall on the back of the bee. Once the pollen grains are deposited on the back of the bee, it's enter into the another flower and the pollen grains are struck into the stigma of another flower. Thus, cross-pollination is taken place by lever mechanism in salvia plant. Dear students, I hope that you all understood how pollination is taken place in salvia plant by lever mechanism. Is the book back question and also important 5-mark question. Kindly note it down in your textbook or classwork. Dear students, next we are going to see another mechanism of pollination process, that is translator mechanism in Calotropis plant, that is Ercambu. So this type of mechanism is occur in Asclepidaceae family members. Now it is changed into Apocynaceae according to APG 4th system of classification. The flowers are bisexual, that is both the sex organs are present in the same flower, which contain 5 stamens. All the 5 stamens are joined with the stigma. So this condition is called gynostegium. That is all the 5 stamens which are fused with the stigma, which is larger in size. So this type of stamen is called gynostegium. Is the important 2-mark question. The bisexual flower having 5 stamens. These stamens are joined together with the stigma. This condition is called gynostegium. The stigma which is present in the Calotropis flower is very large, which contain 5 angles, which is receptive on the underside. Out of 5 stamens, all the stamens which are having brightly colored hood at the back, that is a small outgrowth, a small hair like a outgrowth, which is enclosing the horn-shaped nectar. Nectar secreting gland was enclosed by, what is that one ungalukku? A hood-like structure or a outgrowth which is present at the back of each stamen. Brightly colored hood-like outgrowth present at the back of each stamen, which enclosing the horn-shaped nectar secreting glands. The pollen grains which is present in each anther lobe or stamen united together to form a structure is called pollinium. So first one we have seen gynostegium. What is gynostegium? All the stamens, all the 5 stamens united with the stigma. It's said to be gynostegium. Each stamen which are having brightly colored hood-like structure at the back of each stamen, which are enclosing the horn-shaped nectar secreting gland. Not only that, each stamen which are having the pollen grains, all the 5 stamens pollen grains are fused together to form a special structure is called pollinium. So all the pollinium are attached by a small clip-like structure or a camp-like structure is called corpusculum. From that corpusculum, a small filamentous hair-like outgrowth or a thread-like part arising from each pollinium is called retinaculum. So a clamp or a clip-like structure which is attached to the pollinia is called corpusculum. From that corpusculum, a small thread-like structure is arising, that is called retinaculum. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the Calotropis flower which are showing translator mechanism, belongs to the family Asclepidaceae. According to APJ group, it is named as Apocynaceae. Dear students, see the flower at the center. They are having the 5 stamens. And also stigma is also large. 5 triangle shaped structure, star mari irukku parunga center la. That is said to be 5 angled stigma which is larger. At the underside of the stigma, they are receptive. See at the side, each stamen at the back, they are having brightly colored hood-like structure is called hood-like structure is present, which are enclosing the horn-shaped nectar. The pollen which is present in all the 5 stamens are joined together to form a structure is called pollinium. These pollinium are having a small clamp-like structure or clip-like structure is called corpusculum. From that corpusculum, a small thread-like structure is arising, that is called retinaculum. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the pollinia of Calotropis. All the pollinium, that is pollen grains, which is present in the 5 stamen, fused together to form a pollinium. The pollinia are attached by a small clamp-like structure. Clamp-like or clip-like structure is called corpusculum. A small thread-like structure arising from the corpusculum is called retinaculum. At the top, they are having the disc-like structure. The entire structure is look like in the form of inverted Y. Inverted Y-shaped structure, and this structure is totally called a translator. The whole structure look like inverted letter Y, and it is called, what is that one? Translator. So when the insect visits to the flower of the nectar, which is present at the base of the each stamen, the translator of the pollinia is attached to the proboscis or leg of the visitor. Proboscis means sucking organ, which is present in the bees. Proboscis and leg of the insect, that is honeybee. When the pollen bee or honeybee enter into the or visit the other flower, the pollinia has come in contact with the receptive stigma of the other flower. Thus, pollination is taken place in Calotropis flower by honeybees. Dear students, this is also a structure of pollinium. The lower one is said to be the combination of pollen grains called pollinium. From that pollinium, a small thread-like structure which is arising, that is called a caudicle. At the tip of each caudicle, they are having the clip-like structure or a clamp-like structure is called a corpusculum. The entire shape is look like in the form of inverted Y letter. It is named as translator. Dear students, see the paragraph. The total structure is look like in the form of inverted Y. That is called a translator, is the 2-mark question. Corpusculum is the another 2-mark question. Retinaculum is also another important 2-mark question. So when the insect visit to the flower and sucking the nectar which is present at the back of the stamen, all the pollen grains, that is in the form of pollinia, is attached to the sucking organ of the pollen bee, that is proboscis or leg of the visitor. After that, the honeybee which is enter into the another flower. The pollinia which is striked into the proboscis or leg, which is contact with the receptive stigma of the another flower. Thus pollination is taken place in Calotropis plant. This is said to be the translator mechanism of pollination in Calotropis. Next one, pollination in Aristolochia. This is said to be trap mechanism. The trap mechanism of pollination is seen in Aristolochia plant. The flowers are axillary, that is, they are arising from the angle between the stem and the stalk of a leaf is called a axile region. So these flowers are axillary. And the perianth is tubular. What is the perianth? Calyx and corolla is absent. They are showing the structure of perianth in the form of tubular-like structure with a small outgrowth, hood-like outgrowth at the top. The basal region of the flower is swollen bulged portion and possesses the gynostegium. What is that one? Stigma which is fused with the pollen grains, that is stamen. That is said to be gynostegium. In this flower, the gynostegium which are having 6 anthers. So this is the flower of the Aristolochia. This is the insect which is entered into the Aristolochia flower. This is the cross section of a pollination process in Aristolochia, that is trap mechanism. This is the basal portion which is swollen. At the tips they are having the small wood-like structure. Inner side they are having the anther lobe, that is 6 anther lobe, which is gynostegium. Then curved hairs also present in the corolla tube. There is perianth tube which is long, isn't it? Perianth, no corolla tube. Perianth, corolla and calyx is absent. They are modified into perianth. The perianth tubes look like in the form of tubular-like structure. At the center they are having the curved hairs. Here, the inner wall of the perianth tube, middle part of the perianth is slippery, that is smooth in nature, lined with a stiff hairs which are pointed downwards. But the young flowers are erected. At this stage only, the bees are entered into the Aristolochia flower. Once the bees enter into the slippery perianth tube, which is trapped by the downwards hair which is present in the perianth tube, at the same time, anthers of the flower ripen, that means showing the growth development. The hairs of the perianth tube are withers, that means kira vindru, and flowers bend down. The flies which is escape with the pollen and enter another flower where it does the pollen grains to the stigma, bringing out pollination. So this is said to be the trap mechanism of Aristolochia. Next, we are going to see the advantages of pollination. Before going to see the advantages of pollination, we have to see certain diagrams. Dear students, this is the Aristolochia flower. See that one. The lower portion is bulged one. This is the long tubular perianth. In the long tubular perianth only having the curved hairs at the middle part of the perianth region. At the base of the swollen portion, they are having gynostegium with 6 anthers. Once the bee which is enter into the perianth tube, which is slippery, the ants are trapped by the downward hairs which is present in the middle part. This is shown in the young flower. Once it is matured, the flowers are bent down and release the insects with the pollen grains. This bee which is enter into the another flower and deposit the pollen grains to the receptive stigma. Thus pollination is taken place in Aristolochia by trap mechanism. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the entire flower of the Aristolochia. At the base they are having the bulged or swollen portion, then the tubular perianth. At the tip only they are having the stigma, and at the base they are having the gynostegium. So this is the structure of a Aristolochia flower. Dear students, this is the another mechanism which is seen in the arum plant, that is pitfall mechanism. That example is not given in our book, but they are given the type of mechanism. It's said to be the pitfall mechanism in arum plant. See the insects which are doing the pollination process. Dear students, this is the another mechanism, that is piston mechanism in Fabaceae flowers. That means Fabaceae family members flowers. The arrangement of the corolla tube is in different form, so that the bees are doing the piston mechanism of pollination. Dear students, up to this we have seen different mechanism of pollination in different plants by bees, butterflies and some kinds of insects. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.